What seems to be overrated until you actually try it? Getting skincare that actually works for you instead of whatever is convenient. I had terrible acne for years and I would just use whatever skincare I got my hands on instead of finding something that actually cleared up my skin. Amen. Thought I had bad skin but now my skin is so amazing. People ask what foundation I use because my skin literally glows. I don't use foundation because my skin face looks prettier without it. It's the skincare products. Some super cheap and 2 premium anti-aging creams plus serum because it's never too soon to start. 2 things work: boots, shoes and quality underwear. If you work on your feet, do not skimp on your footwear. It saves on fatigue and body aches just for starters. I am currently wearing the ugliest pair of boots I've ever owned, just because they were the most comfortable pair I tried on while shopping. They are work boots. Who gaff what they look like? They will be filthy on the first day at a construction site. As far as the underwear, once you wear a good quality pair, you'll never want to go back. Many fancy, expensive restaurants. I've always been frugal. After marriage I've joined my in-laws on several occasions for nice dinners. My taste buds are still in shock at the flavors that exist among foods I've eaten all my life. There is a true art to cooking that can't be replicated without years of education and training. On the other hand, hole-in-the-wall places. Some of the best cheap foods are gonna be served by a lovely grandmother in an alley tenement or a food truck parked in an unused auto body shop parking lot. People always say that you should try the locals' food, and I absolutely agree. If a place seems sketchy, but there's a line at 1 AM, the food is gonna be good. Hiring movers. I used to pride myself in my moves, but that was just me and my stuff from one bedroom to another. When I got married, we started renting our own apartments and the stuff accumulated over the years. When we moved to NYC we hired my buddy's moving company and it was amazing. When we moved apartments the next year, we hired another company and it was so nice not having to move a single thing up the stairs. We have not moved in 6 years now and I hope we won't have to anytime soon. But we will 100% pay the extra hundreds of dollars to not schlep couches and dressers. 100% my friend. Having moved apartments 4 times and hating every single minute of it, I decided when I bought my house that I would pay a company to do it. The $300 I paid was so worth it. Just the thought of having to move all of my stuff now gets me irritated. Getting a good massage. I was almost 30 and had never had one before, and I didn't really care to anyway, but my girlfriend found a deal for a couples massage on Groupon at some crappy hole-in-the-wall place. So we went. It was a terrible massage and I left feeling worse than when I came in. I thought my apathy towards massages had been confirmed. A while later my back was really hurting, so I decided to maybe give it one more shot at a nicer place. This time it was amazing and so peaceful I almost fell asleep. I walked out the door with no back pain and feeling completely refreshed. I'm glad I gave it a second chance. A bad massage will make you wish you'd left bad enough alone. A good massage will make you wonder why you didn't get one sooner. A great massage will find incipient problems you didn't know you had so you can work on fixing them before they hurt. And a great one usually costs no more than a good one. Getting 8+ hours of sleep. Finding something you truly enjoy. For me, although I suck, it's 3D modeling. So go out there and try out some hobbies. You never know what you'll like. Sucking is the first step towards being sort of good. Hawaii. It seems cliche and overdone, at least in US, but for good reason. I used to wonder why people would fly so long just to go to the beach when FL or CA is so much closer. It's a true cultural experience, not just beaches and tropical drinks. Tailored clothing. You can have just about any body shape, but when you have it tailored to your actual size you go from looking okay to looking amazing. Good quality fruits and vegetables. It may sound overrated, but good, fresh foods taste amazing. We found a locally grown, ripe watermelon at the farmer's market yesterday and oh my god. I really thought I didn't like watermelon all that much before because I always a subpar melon. I had no idea. Sleep, nutrition, hydration. Believe me when I say this, it's a cold, dark world until you tune those 3 together. Thanks, I really think I needed to hear this. Yoga and meditation. It's ridiculous how hard it can be to just sit within yourself, but once you've done it and found the quiet, it's hard to stay away. I was gonna say this also. The thing is, you get better at it the more often you do it, and what begins as almost a chore evolves into something you look forward to because you know how great you're gonna feel afterward. As a millennial, a full-time job and falling asleep early, was a night owl for years, depressed for a few, had a few part-time jobs here and there because I thought that I would hate working full-time. Turns out I like waking up early and really needed the structure in my life. Helped with my depression immensely and I'm not so sad anymore these days. Sure, I have less time to do other things, but now they actually feel like hobbies, not like things I use to pass an excessive amount of time. I agree 100%. I started my first full-time job last month and it's so nice having structure in my life. I honestly prefer it a bit over going to university. My school schedule is never consistent day to day, so it's hard to get used to. I love being able to sleep at the same time every night. VR. I looked at it at conferences but never really got into it. After using a headset in a more private environment, I found it amazing. It really is completely different in a private environment. Good mouse for your PC. I've been using random $10 stuff. Around 2008 I got SS Scanner, and this spring I got G403 and holy crap, it's so good. If Apex Legends had a good stat tracker, I am sure I've jumped quite a lot of steps just from mouse change. Even better is if you pair an excellent mouse with a 144Hz monitor. It's way too smooth. Reading the book before watching the movie. Don't get me wrong, I love movies. I just find it enhances both if I go in that order. Yes, makes the movie so much better since you already have a sense of the characters and setting, and it's fun to see how they make things a bit different. Also, if the book wasn't that great but the movie is well done, you'll end up loving it so much more. Looking at you, Revenant. Not being poor. Now I'm lower middle class and that money makes all the difference in the world for my health and happiness. Who would have thought? Money can't buy happiness should really be money can't guarantee happiness all the time for everyone, because holy crap, can a little money buy a lot of happiness when you have none. Nice crap for yourself like a shower head, nice sheets, matching cups, a good wardrobe, healthy meals, exercise. When you put together any one part of this, it seems like nothing, but after 9 months and you've improved all of these small things, your life will feel way better and your dates and friends will really notice. High refresh rate monitors. You think you know what smoothness is until you get one of these. Then you look back at 60 Hz and wonder how you ever found that smooth in the first place. I literally feels like you're playing a different game. Cleaning. Everyone thinks this is a chore, but there's actually great benefits when you clean your house and your bedroom. You get some exercise and you actually have a lot more space, and it's good for your health. Absolutely, I find cleaning to be very relaxing and enjoyable, especially while listening to music. Trampoline parks. Took my toddler and wife to one for a kids party. We were out doing errands before, so we showed up early. I had no intention of doing that childish stuff. It costed close to the same to buy an hour for the family as it did just for one toddler, so we said what the heck. Turns out that I haven't had that much fun in a while, and really needed that time with my family. We have been stressed out about buying a house, switching jobs, cut in pay, etc. But instead of suffering through a toddler birthday party like I expected, my wife, kid, and I had a blast with each other, just jumping and playing, and I felt like a kid again. Not many other parents really did it that much, and we were definitely going at it the most. I felt a little self-conscious being all sweaty and out of breath, but then I looked over at my family having such a good time and I instantly said frick it again, and we were going at it until they called time on our hour that we bought, and we reluctantly vacated the trampoline area. This is so wholesome and sweet. You're a good dad husband. Putting continuous effort into actually training your dog. At first I kind of just thought we were stuck with this dog that got anxious and barked a lot when we had visitors. I've stopped making excuses and just try training methods over and over, and I'm seeing slight improvements and something to look forward to. I usually roll my eyes when I hear this, but mindfulness and meditation. I just took a really good course at my job for precepting new employees and we had the section on mindfulness and meditation. Cue the eye rolling. But it was so interesting, and I really gained a lot of insight about how to apply principles on both my personal and professional life to maintain wellness and well-being. Saving money while young. Me and my husband were always seen as super boring when we were young because we both individually loved to save money. We still went out but just spent very little. No alcohol, no smoking, no drugs, no makeup, no expensive restaurants, always find vouchers, etc. But we saved enough to buy our home with a 50% deposit in our 20s, which means a tiny mortgage. That now means that we can live very comfortably off one average income and still save for whatever we want to do. Trust me, start saving now. Cheese pizza. All my life I ordered toppings because why would I want a plain pizza? Meat and stuff only makes it better, right? Well, one day I went to my pizza place for a slice but I could only afford a slice of cheese, so I got it and sprinkled some crushed red pepper on it, and my goodness, so freaking good. Been my preferred pizza for 8 years now. Before that I thought people were nuts for ordering a plain pizza, but I see it now. Margarita for life. Nature. Seriously, be in nature more, and without your phone. Since many have commented on the safety benefits of bringing the phone, I agree with that. If you're bringing your phone, have it turned off and or in airplane to avoid social medias and other distractions. If you're going for a shorter walk, hike and are confident in, you might consider leaving it, by my opinion. But bring your phone with you and make sure to bring that power bank if you're going more than a few days or hiking on a trail that's said to be difficult and the risks of hurting yourself is higher. Bring it, but always tell someone where you're going and when you should be coming home at least. Nice try, serial killer. Reddit. Especially once you get past the main big subs and find smaller communities dedicated to your interests and fit your personality more. In discovering which subs I actually enjoy, I have discovered myself. Podcasts. Think of a topic, and someone will have created a podcast for it. I discovered them working an 18-hour shift and now can't work without them. Those electric scooters that recently popped up all over cities in USA. I always made fun of the people riding them for being lame until I had to unexpectedly be on the other side of downtown. What would have been a 45-minute walk turned into a 15-minute ride for under $5. Plus it was super fun. Haters gonna hate. Sweet and salty popcorn. Yes, both mixed. Had it the first time few years ago and now it's my favorite popcorn flavor. Give it a try if you haven't done it yet. Sushi was one of those things for me. I was very put off by it for so long, until I actually tried it and realized just how good it could be. First time I tried some, I spent the entire meal not actually knowing if I liked anything, but absolutely fascinated by how different it was and wanting to try everything in the place. Having a 9-6 job with decent and stable income. Work shoes and a mattress. You spend 2/3 of your life on your feet and sleeping. Invest in a good bed and good shoes and you'll be happier. Weighted blankets. I used to just suffer in the summer trying to decide between my desire to have a blanket and my desire to not cook alive. Having the best sleep of my life with just one weighted blanket. Smartphones. 39 and just bought my first smartphone 4 months ago. While at work every day at work, I'm busting my butt and what seems like every few minutes I see someone playing on their phone. Between Reddit, my games and other apps, I now know why they're constantly fiddling with their smartphones. In a similar vein, I thought tablet computers were overrated at first. When the iPad came out, I remember wondering what people use them for. I couldn't picture that there was an unfulfilled niche between the things I used my smartphone for and the things I used my PC for. It turns out there is, and that niche is Netflix and iPlayer when I'm away from home. People have said sleep, but you'll need to take time to get your sleep schedule straightened out. I hang out with my friend a lot after she gets off work, and she works second shift. I work first shift. We hang out during third shift. Thus, I sleep almost immediately as after I get home from work, wake up and go hang out, get some crap done, and then go to work. I treat it like I work third shift again. Set the free time and actual work time are reversed. Don't try and do crap where you're staying up for 22 hours, going to sleep for 2-3, and then doing it all over again. You'll end up falling over from exhaustion and your performance at your job will suffer. A good headset that's highly efficient in both comfort and sound quality. It can make all the difference in competitive online games and makes single player experiences so much better with the correct settings. I recommend anything from SteelSeries or Astro. SteelSeries headsets are the most comfortable things I've ever had on my head with the airwear material. This is a small one but nice socks. Just upgrading from the cheapo white socks to the slightly more expensive socks with the support and the arch has made a world of difference. Plus your socks don't tear up near as quick or wear out and lose that comforting squeeze on your feet. Making friends. I know a crap ton of people don't want to, including me at a point, but trust me, being alone is the worst feeling ever. Even if you don't have much in common, you need someone to talk to, spend time with, someone to look after you, and just generally someone. This is so true. So much of my depression has stemmed from me trying to lone wolf my way through life. Being loved is such an important part of your well-being. I don't just mean romantic love, I mean friends and family too. Quality headphones. I suppose this could apply to audio quality in general. You hear so much more than with lower quality stuff. You don't need like $1,000 monitors or anything, but buying a pair of $150 or even just $50 earbuds will be a huge difference compared to whatever came with your phone. As someone who spends 6-10 hours a day in headphones, comfort is also a big deal. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.